This is a demonstration of a suggested fair data portal to make it easier for clients to submit for a fair data assessment and for auditors to audit them. So there's a login page. The demonstration one for client login is client@email.com. Password is 1234. That's all shown on the page. The client simply logs in. On every page there's appropriate logos, there's information about fair data and how to use the portal. It's basically 4 basic steps. The client creates their own profile page. This is an example one that's already created, where they can just put in information about their address and what kind of organization they are. Then the table starts empty, but they generate an entry for each year that they want to have a fair data assessment. They put in some information about that, the key contact, and the date when they expect to be ready. The date actually doesn't matter. They can change it at any time. You'll see why in a moment. And then for each of their fair data, I've just created one accidentally, assessments, there's basically a form they complete. Their general information with lots of buttons to get help. And then a section for each of the fair data principles with information about that principle, and then a button on each of those sections with more extensive information such as the related Code of Professional Behaviour, the Australian Privacy Principles, and the ISO, and I would also suggest perhaps the Privacy Act. They can fill in a bit of text, they can upload support files, and they all get included into the form. I think I've got an example one there. They can have links to their website and so on. They can say whether they're compliant or fully compliant, then they can save that section and go on to the next one. Now I've only created 2 or 3 examples here, but we can continue on and to create all 10, so that would be easy to do. Then when they think they're fully ready, they simply click the selection button, yes, I'm fully ready. So they can change any of this at any time, and they submit for assessment, and that locks them down and informs the auditors with an automated email that there's an audit to be assessed. It's really very straightforward with lots of support and help. On the auditor's side, that's we'll just log out of the client one and cross over to the auditor's login, and that's auditor@email. Password again is 1234. And the auditor sees a list of all the organizations participating in fair data. They can filter that according to the status or the year, or search for an organization, and they can assign an auditor. Here we can choose, we've only got one auditor, Professor Calculus, so we assign Professor Calculus. Just update that, and so you think about that, Professor Calculus appears, and so on. So you can see what's coming up, what's been perhaps audited but has not been fully approved. Then they can go in and go to any audit. I'm trying to find the one I've got as an example. And yes, it's this one, good. They'll see what the client has said on the left-hand side. They can make their own comments and say if the audit's approved, and each section's approved on the right-hand side. If there's a hyperlink, they can open the hyperlink. If there's a document attached, they can open, if it's a PDF, it'll appear in the browser like this. So not everything has to be in the form, it can be just attached. And again, I've only done examples for 3 sections, but later on we can have all the sections. Notice this powered by NAC, that can be removed once we're fully published. So it's as simple as that. Now what this whole system means is that nobody needs to actually send emails or phone calls. Clients can log in. It can actually be paid for online, at least with credit card. We'll have to look at how that works with AMSRS. The notifications of audits being ready or completed will happen automatically generated emails. The auditors just go in each day or each week, see what's ready to be done, see what's done, see what's coming up because of these expected dates. Simple as that.